Guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about, yes, you guys guessed it, swing trading stock. Now, in today's video, we are going to be really focusing on how to swing trade with $100. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below. And guys, we're going to be talking about the strategy that I've been using, my mindset and approach when it comes to swing trading. So guys, stay tuned for a very, very exciting video. And if you want to learn more about swing trading, about how to find these stocks that are undervalued, my strategies, my emotions when it comes to trading, psychology of a trader, I highly recommend checking out the Swing Trading Masterclass down below, guys. And you guys can use code YouTube to get 20% off. It's only valid for 2 more people, so check that out down below. And guys, let's jump into this here. So one of the things that I want to be completely upfront about when swing trading and trading in the markets, have realistic expectations. If you are watching this video expecting to turn $100 into $1 million, or not even that, but $100 into $1,000 in a month or even a year, you have to have the approach of base hits. And what I mean by this is, when swing trading, where you make your money, or at least with my strategy, where I make my money is off base hits. It's off those 1 to 3% returns that compound over the course of a year. And that's what you need to realize. It's not about trying to find a stock for 10 cents and selling it at $30. That will never happen. And if it does, congrats, because you are the one in a million. Where you make your money off of is buying a stock at $1 and selling it at $1.10. And you just do that over the course of a year, just repeatedly. So we're gonna be talking about some of the positions that I'm holding, my mindset, and the strategy behind it. If you guys have any questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask in the ask in the comments, and DM me on Instagram. Go ahead, DM me on Instagram. I'll put it down below if you have any questions, and follow me on Instagram down below as well. So guys, let's jump into this here. So looking at my charting, I do think it's important to have a broker that meets your needs. So the broker that I've been using is Moomoo. They're absolutely fantastic. I've been using them for years now, and they offer great charting, great scanning, and it's just what I feel more comfortable with. Honestly, it's a very, very easy broker, to use. So all right, this was the position that we took actually a couple of days ago. It's ticker symbol AIZ. Now AIZ, looking at it here, you guys will see that we've seen a decent amount of growth, going from about $111 all the way up to $188 a share. It recently started stair-stepping its way down, and you guys can see it formed this parallel downward trend. So each and every time it pretty much hits this line, we get buying pressure and then selling pressure at the upper part. Often this is support, and resistance. So if you're going to try to buy this stock, you're going to try to buy it as close as you can to these lines down on the bottom here. Another thing that we had here is price support. So you guys can see that each and every time it hit this $160 mark, we've gotten good tendencies of getting buying pressure out of it. So it hits it, we got that good buying pressure, hits it, buying pressure, hits it, buying pressure. So recently we sold off, right, as you guys can see, but we also understood that this line right here is support. So good buying pressure. We also understood this line here is support. So we had 2 supports take place, okay, which is just more indication of buying pressure. The next thing that I use is something called the RSI line. The RSI line stands for the Relative Strength Index. It pretty much tracks momentum in the stock to find points of opportunity when it's kind of undervalued. Now, right when it was selling off, it was trading for a 30 on the RSI. So for me, when I'm swing trading, what I do is I have a checklist, and I honestly put it right here. I have a trading journal, and I put it in here. And you don't need like a designated trading journal like mine. I do sell these if you guys want them. They're down below. But You don't need that. I'll be completely upfront. You don't need that. It's just keeping everything more organized. What you need is a way to document something and have that checklist. So, like I said, you want a stock on an upward trend. Does the stock have an upward trend? Yes, check. Is it on support? Yes, check. What's the RSI like? Is it under a 30? In this circumstance, it was at a 30. So what I always do is I want to look back at the last points that it was trading at a 30 and see what happened. So you guys can see one of the points was right in here where we saw it go from about 164 all the way up to 170. Then previous to that was right in here where it went from 165 to 174. So we understood that there was a good chance that we could get a good move out of it, which is very, very important here. So we have stock in an upward trend, recent tendencies of getting buying pressure at a 30 on the RSI. We're going through and we're checking off all of the boxes. So what this does is it helps us dial in on opportunity. So you're not just buying random stocks, because you want to make sure you have some sort of list or checklist before you guys trade. So that's kind of what I realized. So we hopped in here, and obviously it's squeezed up in the past couple of days. And now what we do here is we just do a trailing stop loss. So as the stock goes up, we just keep moving our stop loss up. I'm expecting it to hit about $168, and we're just going to continue to ride and see what happens with it. And we're already in profit. We did a very similar trade on ticker symbol DOV. This one here was a moving average play. So you guys can see it had tendencies of getting buying pressure on the 90-day moving average line. So it hit it, we got good buying pressure, textbook trade, came down, hit it, and now we're just continuing to hold and see if we can get that push going up. Similar trade on ticker symbol DHT. Took a trade on the 200-day moving average line, moving its way up. We took a trade on Cake, which honestly, we got stopped out a little bit, but we still have some shares of it just for some possible continuation. But this one here, you guys can see recent support, more support here. And, what swing trading is, I showed you guys about 4 stocks, yes, in a short amount of time, but you don't have to be right on every single stock, and you're not going to be right. With Cake, we might lose money on it. We might. But what I expect is some of the other stocks to cover out that loss. And honestly, what I'm hoping, when I trade is I'm risking $1 to make $2, $3, $4 a trade. So looking at Cake as a small loss or even a break-even trade, I'd be completely fine with taking a loss on that. But, with the other positions, I'm almost guaranteed profit. And what that means is I'm already up, and now I'm just doing a trailing stop loss. So if it does dip down, we're just gonna cut our losses. We're gonna cut our losses and move on to other opportunity. Because for me, I'm the type of trader where my job is to make money. I don't expect every stock to make me 30%. I'm expecting some of these stocks to make me 1 or 2%. And with the loss of the Cake stock, if that loses me 1 or 2%, boom, we cover the losses, and then we have 2 other stocks that are well. So guys, look at every trade as a lesson, not something to be scared of and all that stuff. So guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. This is just kind of an update on some of our positions and how to swing trade with a small amount of money. And yes, I know some of these stocks here are more expensive, but just do fraction shares. With swing trading with $100, you don't really, you're not gonna, you have to have those realistic expectations. You just gotta be consistent with it. And honestly, I wouldn't even be mad at you guys if I saw you guys paper trade before you guys fund an account and then did the $100 account. I do think a $100 account is important to do because it will build up that emotions in you, and it will make you kind of realize where your weaknesses are with your own capital. But guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below. Like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and take care, everyone.